let's introduce ourselves. And with you today, my name is Enrique.
My name is Eli.
And my name is Tristan.
All right. This movie has some history with the crew here at DVD. It goes back many, many moons, if you remember. Back to the days when there was 4 of us.
What?
When there was 4 of us. Our former cast member, Austin, the Boston himself. You know what I mean? But he might live in Boston now. I don't really know.
I have no idea.
But yeah, he told me about this movie back in the day. And he said, yeah, man, it's a movie where they have food and they lower it down into this prison. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is not at all what I pictured based off his description. I thought it was like a big cinder block of meat. And then they would lower it and people would start fighting each other to get to the block and get their meat and then run away. You know
That's kind of how I took it as well, based on the description, but yes.
I did not read the description. I went in pretty blind.
I didn't read the description either. I took this from Boston Startaris' words himself.
Yeah, no, I'm fighting somebody this week for sure, though.
Hold on, man. We're not there yet. Okay, we're still explaining the history. Yeah, so that's what I thought it was. This is not what happened, though. But before we tell everyone what did happen, let's give our 1 cent review for this. Tristan, you already kind of spoiled your thoughts. You want to go ahead and go for it?
Yeah, Eli, we're fist fighting when I see you next. Because I I hated it.
Wow,
That's
words.
strong. Yeah.
Here's the real one. This is the most uncomfortable I have ever been watching anything in my life.
That's more fair.
Really?
Yes.
I guess I watch horror. Y'all are some pussies. But...
No, hey, don't say y'all, bro. I ain't with that.
Bro, even horror doesn't make me uncomfortable.
I went in expecting a movie that was absolutely terrible, and I honestly didn't get that, so...
Alright, my 1 cent review. I didn't think I was going to be... I thought I was going to be the most upset about this, and now I'm not, and it's actually crazy. This movie lost me. This movie lost me right away because they don't know how to write undertext. They make the undertext the overtext. And that's about it.
What do you mean?
I'll explain it.
Okay.
But,
I just particularly, that's what I was wondering, I guess.
My point of that, since I already got finished my 1 cent review and that's all done, my point in saying that the undertext, the overtext, when you go into watching a movie, right, there's always going to be subtext. There's always going to be a message in some sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
Now I see what you're saying.
This movie took a big fucking sledgehammer, like not even the Triple H sledgehammer, the Shao Kahn hammer, right? Came in there and said, "Wow, do you get the message or no?"
That's pretty true.
Because like I got it from the first 3 seconds of the movie. I'm like, oh okay,
for sure.
If they ration it out, they would have gotten it. This is about society and da 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 da. And there was no more layers to that.
No,
I'd agree.
There was nothing to peel away at. Once you understood that, which I did in the first 30 seconds, the movie loses its power because I'm not looking for a message. Now, it makes sense because that Austin had recommended to us back in the day. Because I don't even think he might have got the message from watching it.
Right. I think you might have had to watch it 2 or 3 times to get the message.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Because I feel the same way when he recommended Dark, and I was like, you did not get this fucking TV show. I refuse. So I'm just sitting here looking at this like, okay, this is way different than I thought it was. And I kept comparing it to an Edgar Allan Poe poem. Now this is... I'm going to just get my smart shit out the way.
Literary, yeah.
Like I said, I'm just going to get this out the way because, sometimes I got to remind these people that I was intellectually pretty good at this shit, right? But it's called an Edgar Allan Poe poem called The Pit and the Pendulum. It's very similar to this. Basically, a dude was in a room, there was a big hole in the fucking room, and there was a pendulum swinging back and forth. He couldn't do shit. He was stuck in this room, right? Very similar to what's going on here. I feel like they took a lot of inspiration from that to this. I looked it up. They couldn't find any interviews where they said it, but I just going to think they did anyways, all right? It just gave the same vibes about a guy mentally tortured from being here, da-da-da-da, that shit.
Yeah.
And it was very similar themes with the Spanish Inquisition at the time versus society in general now. So, cool. This movie was shit.
Yeah.
Thought it was funny.
funny.
There was some good shit.
It was kind of
funny. It was very funny at times.
Tristan, did you watch this in English or Spanish?
I actually watched it in English.
Oh, that's your problem, dude.
I put it in English too. I was not.
I'm not gonna lie. So I was watching it in English.
I tricked Eli. Yes, I know. I wanted to watch it in Spanish, Eli, because I know a little bit of Spanish. I wanted to pick it up and practice. But you know what I also didn't want to do was that once the movie was an hour and a half long and it felt like 2 hours in the first 15 minutes, I didn't want to do that forever. So
see, that's fair.
So here's the thing.
I put it in English for. Okay, I put it in English for 2 minutes, and I couldn't do it, dude. I don't know how y'all got through that dub, but the Spanish version was actually very enjoyable, and you guys missed out because I felt like the acting was actually solid in Spanish.
Okay,
I thought the acting was fine. I thought the main character was fine in English.
I thought in English it was pretty much fine. It started in English for me for some reason, which is weird because normally my stuff starts in the original language. But then I switched it over to Spanish for a couple minutes, and I was like, "This is pissing me off actually more."
I see. I knew it was racially motivated.
No, like I don't have a problem listening to Spanish, but just the characters' voices pissed me off.
That's racially motivated.
In English and Spanish, though, let me tell you what, that old man. I wanted him dead.
And that was the
fast.
big reason why I had to switch it to Spanish, is because the English version of that old dude fucking did piss me off, and I felt like the Spanish wasn't bad because he just sounded like old Spanish dude.
He was gone pretty quick though. So.
Oh, I was
very true.
I had to not be like jumping up and down celebrating because I was in the air. But
bro, that speech about the Samurai Max and Samurai Plus and the Samurai.
Dude, that was something, bro.
Okay, you want to know what was one of the worst parts of this, like what pissed me off the most about this movie?
The whole thing?
The eating noises. I can't handle the eating noises that people put into stuff. I mentioned this like earlier on in Dragon Ball as well, when they just put random like gross eating noises that are completely unrealistic. The eating noises in this movie. I heard it in Spanish and I heard it in English. They didn't change the eating noises. They just threw random ass eating noises in the fucking movie. And it's so disturbing and uncomfortable because nobody sounds like that when they fucking eat. Okay?
I think that's the point, though. Stuff? Yeah, that's a good question.
How do I watch zombie stuff? That's
when they start eating people.
Like, I still don't like the eating sounds, but it at least, they're zombies, whatever. It makes a little bit more sense. No human sounds like that when they fucking eat, dude. Oh my god.
When you eat like that, you do.
No.
You have not been around people at a buffet, have you? Because, like, people eat like that.
Yeah, it was an hour and a half of me just being absolutely tragically annoyed by
actually really funny, and I'm even
sounds.
more glad I put this on here now because Tristan, I could just tell he was uncomfortable for like an hour and a half, and it's fantastic thinking about it.
Bro, I was I was on a plane. There was nowhere I could go. I had no escape from this. I was sitting here.
And then you turn to your left, and Big Jeffrey in the seat next to you, 600 pounds. He's eating the Taiwanese dinner right there.
That's awesome. People are looking over your shoulder, watching you literally watch cannibalism, which is wild.
That food looked pretty cool right there.
It was horrible, man. I couldn't do it. The old man in general was rough, and then there was just multiple different things in this movie that confused me. Like, I don't.
How are you confused? What is there to be confused?
Yeah, that's a great question. They beat you upside the fucking head.
The plot did not confuse me, but like, for example, after the old dude was dead for a couple days, he just randomly got maggots in him. But like, from what?
See, that was just like that wasn't good writing.
That was terrible.
Like, where did the flies come from?
That's what I'm saying. Maggots don't just spawn; like, they have to come from somewhere.
Maybe I don't know. I was thinking the same shit as you, but I was like, whatever. Yeah. Maybe there was just a dream and he was eating flesh the whole time.
Bro, the sex dream?
Okay, that was a little
dream?
out
There
of
was a sex dream.
But I mean,
remember that.
He was also kind of losing himself because like he just ate someone for the first time.
I know, but like it was unnecessary. Didn't fit, and
no.
That's what made it weird.
Look,
that's what
I
made it
understand what
weird.
you're doing. You're doing a little bit too much analysis. Okay, I'm gonna need to turn the funny up.
Yeah,
you're boring me.
But you want me to listen to you talk about Edgar Allan Poe for 10 minutes? Shut your ass up.
I said that was 3 minutes. You've been on this bit about the food sounds are ridiculous for about 15 minutes. Okay?
Yeah.
Put it away.
This is something you
It's
just gotta have
awful.
fun
I
with,
don't
bro.
need it ever again, bro. I can't.
My last point on this, bro. I think the point of this is to try to make you feel uncomfortable. Unfortunately, I was only uncomfortable when it came to the bugs because I don't like bugs. Other than that, I mean, yeah, cannibalism is something I don't really appreciate. But like, I think it was to kind of target the people that would get uncomfortable by that. And I'm very, very glad after picking this that you were very uncomfortable by it.
Yeah, because I'm not a terrible human being with no empathy.
So when that dude got dookied on his face,
Dude, I wrote that too.
That was awesome.
that was not awesome. That was disturbing for me.
That's what got you? That was hilarious, dude.
That was disgusting.
So
I don't care about the eating. She got shit on his
That was hilarious, bro.
That was hilarious.
I laughed. I was like, bro, there's no way he thought he was getting up a floor, bro. There's no way.
I mean, in fairness, I thought that they were just going to drop
him.
him. I thought they were going to just drop him down the hole.
Bro. There was 2 times in this movie that I thought I knew exactly what was going to happen next. That was one of them. I thought they were just going to drop him and he was going to fall like 170 stories. And the other one was I thought the dog was going to get sent lower and they were just going to nom on the dog. Like when he was on the thing as it was lowering.
My notes on that, I said, bro, the dog gonna die. And then the next one is, oh, not yet. Because I was like, oh, never mind, the dog's still there. And then I was like, oh, just kidding, the dog is gone.
Yeah.
Like, they threw me for a couple quick loops right there. I'm with you, Eli.
I mean, they flashed the dog like 5 times.
I like the part how the dog didn't get ate right away. Because, like, if I was little dude from the main character, brother, I would have ate that fucking dog. I'm like, what you gonna do about it?
I mean, they were on like level I have it. It's like 50 something, bro. They had food. Like they didn't.
Why did someone just not bring a planter?
What are you supposed to?
See what I'm saying?
Because you need light for photosynthesis.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true because everyone grows weed in that bootleg ass light.
Yeah, you eating weed?
Greenhouses are different, but you
They don't grow weed in the greenhouse. They got them lights. You know
they got the underground
but
shit.
you can have one or the other. You can't have the light with it.
Well, that's why you team up with someone. One of y'all gets the light. One of y'all gets the planter.
Okay, who got the water?
You take an apple seed.
Oh, actually, there's water in the room. Yeah, that's true.
See, boom, right there. I'll hack this bitch. Right?
Dude, all you need
all day long.
All you need is a tree and a happy light, bro, and you're good.
Exactly, bro. It's the GG. It's like, all right, catch y'all in 6 months.
There's no way that you're gonna get enough from that. I mean, you might get enough to survive a little bit, but
if your homie dies, bro, all you gotta do is eat like 1 apple. If you get a lower floor, just eat one of the apples. You're good.
And then what? You're gonna get sent to a lower floor again because you didn't eat someone. Like that was the whole point at the end. Was like, hey, once you're at a lower floor, they want you to eat someone. So then we'll send you, higher because you broke human nature.
No, I don't.
Well, not human nature.
They failed to explain any of that, which pissed me off. I wanted at least like a base level. Here's how you move up and down floors. Like, is it based on morality? Is it based on what? No, they did not. You had like what the people thought kind of worked, but nobody even understood why they went from one floor to another.
I don't know.
That was true. Mihiru should have been floor 1 every time. She was chopping motherfuckers up left and right.
She was,
and maybe
she was always going down. Like that's why she was always going down. No matter what. She was
just pretty much always above. I don't even remember his name.
That's not true because at the end they found her like really down low.
Because she went down lower. Like that was her whole game.
But that was the one time she was below them that time.
Because they were on 6.
Yeah, but they were on 6.
She would have been higher. But if she's killing motherfuckers every time they want you to kill people, she would have been high as shit every time.
Yeah. So I wish they would have at least like added that in somehow. Like, oh, here's kind of how you move up and down the floors. Like, especially when he was with the woman who helped like work with she didn't explain nothing. She was
she didn't know shit. She thought there was 200 floors. She didn't know anything.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty crazy. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it really depends where the morality like base level is, because like, what's worse? Is it the person that's going down the floors killing everyone, or the people that are actively trying to rape her as she comes down the floors? You know?
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. That was realistic, but that was crazy.
Can we
like, what? Pick your poison, bro. Like, what's worse?
But she's living though. She's killing them motherfuckers. So like,
I understand that.
I don't know if I should bring it up because this was the most fucked up thing I saw in this entire movie. Okay, even worse than the doo-doo in the face.
All right.
It was on their final journey down, right? Him and the dude.
Talk about the pool.
The pool? No. The pool, whatever. I mean, whatever. It was when they got down to that floor with the super old dude who was like dying, and they gave him some food, and then his roommate was like, "I'm gonna kill him."
Oh yeah, that was kind of wild.
But who was his? How did he get in there?
I kill people. What do you mean?
No. The Down syndrome kid got into pit.
Whoa.
He did have Down syndrome.
Did you not hear the earlier when they talked about old turtle looking dude when he was like, yeah man, it was either a psych ward or this, so that he probably got the same option, psych ward or this, and he just picked this.
See, that's good. I didn't remember that.
Possibly.
Shit.
Yeah, I would have just killed him. I'm gonna be honest with you. Can't trust him.
Yeah, that's pretty true. See,
what do you mean?
Think the mission.
He said, "I'm going to kill him when you leave. I'm going to kill him."
Yeah.
Someone else can have the food, motherfucker.
Oh, that piece was nuts.
It wasn't really that crazy, but
I will say I think that was my favorite part. If there is a favorite, is the two dudes fucking just like stabbing everybody on their way down. Like that whole scene was pretty cool.
I love it. And this is what made me fucking laugh. Right, I was just laughing at these people getting their brains bashed in, and then they get to the floor where Mihiru gets killed. Right.
Yeah.
Bro, why the fuck did this dude ask for a samurai sword? Legit, why did this dude on that floor? I was like, I want a katana. And what? Like, why did they randomly get the best fucking special effects team in the world when they showed his cut wound? Because I was like, that was actually kind of fire.
It was. That was super fire.
I was like, why did this turn into an action movie in the last fucking 15 minutes? I was so fucking confused, but I was like, you know what, man, I'm down for it. Whatever, let's do this thing.
That was better than Marvel special effects.
It was, bro. They got to the bottom, they're like, hey, panacota, da. I thought for sure when they jumped back on the thing, right?
Yeah.
From fighting those guys, and they had to like leap back on because he was mad about Mihiru dying. I thought for sure he hit the panacota and crushed it.
Me too, actually. I thought that's what they were gonna do with it, but then they just had the little girl eat it, and I don't think you can even sound like that eating cake, little girl.
Bro, you let it go.
No,
honestly, dude, you put way too much into this. I barely noticed.
No. Bro, it's one of the only things that really, really pisses me off. I was over it because I hadn't had to deal with it for like half an hour. I was like, sweet. And then this little fucking girl eating cake. I was like, dang. And then we got the end of the movie, and I said, thank you.
Hey, but did you get that though?
I don't know, man. I
let them eat cake.
They did. They hit me over the head pretty hard with it. I wasn't sure if I was recovered by the time the movie was over.
Let them eat cake, bro. That was what that was from. You know, the poor people eating cake. The poorest of people eating cake. Let them eat cake from that fucking French bitch that got her head chopped off. Marie Antoinette.
Yeah.
Good times.
Fucking Tale of Two Cities head ass.
Dun, dun, dun. And J. Cole came down.
From J. Cole, yeah.
Yeah, not Charles. Who? Yeah, so that was it. That's the movie. Not gonna talk about it anymore because I don't fucking care. The ending was confusing and stupid. I didn't like it. It was dumb.
I don't think it was confusing. It was kind of stupid though.
It was a little confusing.
What part was not confusing to you?
None of it. Like, what were you confused about?
Well, how we go from the Panacotas to answer to the kid? Yeah.
No, I was just like, why? That was it. I didn't get the symbolism with it. I assumed it was like the future generations is the message. Like I thought that was what they were going for, but I was like, this is dumb.
I don't know if they thought it was because someone from the bottom made it all the way to the top. Like, who knows?
I don't know.
That's why it's confusing because there's
I guess
symbolism.
I guess that makes sense. I mean, the whole. Never mind. It don't matter.
No, go for it. No. You got this. You got this.
Girl
Spit,
is
King,
the
spit.
message.
Spit.
No, I mean the whole point. No pause. I mean the whole point of them going down there was to send a message. So I mean whether she makes it up to the top and they go, oh damn, this chick at the bottom like ended up at the top, or if the platform just moves so fast and it goes into like a little ceiling, then her head splats against the ceiling and now they have a dead kid. So I mean either way it is a message. You can take that whatever way you want.
I thought if they got the panna cotta back, they would have been mad about it. Then they'd be like, what the fuck? They didn't eat my fucking food.
That's how I took it too, because like they flashed to like the chef in the kitchen a couple times. He's like, oh, this isn't perfect, and like I don't know. I kind of wish that's where they would have gone with it, because that would have been kind of cool, but they didn't. So
yeah, I'm feeling like a solid 3.5.
3.
Man, I'll give it a 4.5. I thought it wasn't bad, but it was below average.
I just felt like when an 1.5-hour movie feels like a 2.5-hour movie, that's a problem.
Yeah. See, I don't. Maybe it was because I don't know. One, I watched this at a good time of the day. Two, I read the subtitles the whole time, which helped.
I read them too.
I mean, I guess you were watching the English one though.
And I was reading the subtitles. What? Like, it's the truth. They had different dialogue. It was actually kind of irritating, but
that's why I don't do that.
I know, but I did it. So what do you want to do?
It's never the same.
Thought the acting was fine. I thought everything with the set design was pretty good. I thought the special effects was solid. I just think that they fucked themselves by being so hand and fist with the goddamn message.
I would agree. My first note, which was like 5 minutes in, is why I chose this movie. Not expecting, because I knew what I was expecting, but I said I'm expecting a good demonstration of how greed exists as like human nature once engulfed in it. Got that as a beat over the head message in the first, like you said, 5 minutes. So yeah, that was kind of a buzzkill for me as well.
Shout out to all those people who are stupid enough to not get the message until the end. I like y'all. You are a demographic on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, dude,
I'm gonna fight
honestly.
y'all and Eli. Everybody can catch the hands.
Why am I
so
getting
glad you were
I don't like
uncomfortable.
this.
No, I didn't say you, Reek. I said the people who didn't understand.
I said y'all and Eli. Oh, okay, you meant them.
Yeah.
Y'all. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We are people. I want to remind you guys that we have social media. Right? Why are you laughing?
Oh, it's just this was just so stupid. I can't get over it.
You understand? I gotta redo the ending now, right?
You can keep going. We got social media.
No, I can't. I gotta redo this.
We got social media.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We got social media. We're actually the kings of social media over there. I don't know if you guys have checked us out at all. We have 1.5 million views on a pretty solid edited video from Eli out here on Instagram. He's got another million on the TikTok-y. So you know that we out here spitting game to these kids. I heard they just ruined Twitter as of yesterday.
Yeah.
That you can't even
It's
use
true.
Twitter
Yeah, it's pretty
without them
wild.
kicking you off. So guys, if you probably even shouldn't even bother following us on there, but we're going to tell you what it is anyways. If you want to waste one of your 600 daily looks at Twitter on us, you can follow us on Twitter at BINGBOIS. That's pretty crazy, huh? Elon really did that. First Reddit dies, now Twitter dies. They're just trying to kill everything. You can find us on Instagram where there is not a daily limit, where you can watch all of our shitty content, look at all of our shitty pictures the whole time you're there, which is at DABINGBOIS. That is DA instead of the, because we are dumb asses. Change the Y to an I in boys. You can find us at the same @ on TikTok, and if you forgot to listen to what it was, I'll tell you one more time. It's at DABINGBOIS. You can find us on all social media platforms. We might one day make a Reddit, but I think it's pretty cringy when companies run their own subreddit, because at that point you can just mute the opponents who don't like you on there. I don't really like that shit, but it is what it is.
Not like I do that, because I like hate. I thrive on it.
Yeah, you should see the comment section for some of our videos. They're pretty fucking.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah, I had to remove someone's comment, actually. I was like, wow, you just straight up said something fucking racist.
Really?
For real? I gotta check this out. I didn't see that one.
I
know
didn't
it's
see
gone.
this.
You can't check it out. It's gone.
Yeah,
I'll tell you about it after.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh my
I
gosh.
need to hear this.
So yeah, man, thanks for hanging out with us
sweet.
today. We do not support racism, so you guys can go on our Instagram where we'll shut that shit down if you show us.
That is true.
Oh man, want to remind you guys that with you today, my name was Enrique,
My name was Eli.
And my name is Tristan.
and I want you to remember: what if on the platform there was just one single piece of cake?